Hi! Today, we're diving into a super important topic, how to create and manage a monthly budget. Whether you're just starting out or looking to fine-tune your financial habits, we will share 5 great tips in under 5 minutes to get you on track. Let's jump right in. All right, the first step is to know where your money is coming from and where it's going. This might seem obvious, but once you really dig in, trust me, it's eye-opening and a game changer. Start by listing all your sources of income. This could be your salary, any freelance gigs, or even side hustles. Then, track every single expense for a month. Yes, every single one. You can use apps like Mint or YNAB, or if you're old school, just write it down in a notebook. Next, categorize these expenses into sections like groceries, transportation, and entertainment. You get the idea. You might be surprised to see where your money is going. Being aware of how you spend your money is the first step to being able to stick to a budget. Next up, let's talk about tip number 2, needs versus wants. This is a biggie. Needs are the essentials, think rent, utilities, groceries, medical expenses, and education. Wants are those nice-to-haves that you can live without, or at least cut back on. Many of us fall into the trap of thinking of wants as needs. Other examples of wants? Streaming subscriptions you rarely use, or those cute shoes you bought on impulse. Cutting back on these can save you big bucks. Start thinking about some wants that you can cut back on. This is a great topic to talk about with your family, because seeing eye to eye on the wants that you can cut back on is critical to sticking to a budget. Maybe there are things your children think of as needs, but they are actually just wants, or habits that you or your partner have formed where you could cut back. Tip number 3, set some financial goals. This gives your budget a purpose and helps keep you motivated. Think about short-term goals, like saving up for a vacation, and long-term ones, like buying a house. Assign a dollar amount and a timeline to each goal. Then, allocate a portion of your monthly income towards these goals. Maybe you want to save $500 for a weekend getaway in 3 months, or $20,000 for a down payment in 5 years. Having these targets makes budgeting more meaningful. Tip 4, create a realistic budget. Everyone has different needs, but here are general guidelines on how you can allocate your budget. Based on what you've tracked, allocate specific amounts to each of these categories. Make sure your total expenses don't exceed your income. And don't forget to leave room for savings and unexpected costs. Of course, you can choose to save more and cut down on certain aspects based on your personal circumstances. If you live with someone, it might be a good idea to discuss how you will allocate your income and share these expenses. Sticking to these limits helps you live within your means and avoid unnecessary debt. Tip 5, review and adjust your budget regularly. Life happens, things change, and your budget should be flexible. At the end of each month, compare what you actually spent to what you budgeted. Did you spend less on groceries? Great! Reallocate that money to savings or another category where you went over. Making these adjustments keeps your budget realistic and effective. So there you have it! By tracking your income and expenses, differentiating between needs and wants, setting financial goals, creating a realistic budget, and reviewing it regularly, you'll be on your way to financial success. Remember, consistency is key. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more cool tips.